Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats.
I'll say, yeah, let's just run with it. Come on.
The show is about to begin.
This is a bunch of bullshit.
Hi, and welcome to the Tiddy and Shiner Show. My name is Mr. Teddy Tidwell, speaking for Donnie, who's back there in the control booth. Everybody give it up and clap your hands for Donnie. Donnie makes this world go around. And I heard another clapping, too. Who should that be?
Man, I am back up on the saddle, and I'm ready to ride. My name is Shiner.
I'm back in the saddle again. Quit singing. We don't need that. Welcome, everybody, back to the show. We are recording on our regular day of Wednesday for this to be put out Thursday at 6 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time, just for our good old buddy Johnny Simo. And I think Beans and Bourbon gets it at about noon.
Is that what it? Oh, I've always wondered that. I was going to, actually, that's funny you brought that up. I meant to look up the time difference because I definitely can tell when he's awake because we'll tweet something and he'll be the first to. I mean, he's usually on some of our good stuff right away.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't. What is it? I think 8 hours stands out to me for some reason.
Well, let me look it up.
What, Donnie, quit sitting there like you. What do we not pay you to do?
That's freaking. I'm just looking at the world clock here. Let's go with London, England.
That was a horrible accent.
Do what?
That was a horrible accent. It's like one of the Beatles was drunk.
Paul McCartney thing.
Yeah.
Sir Paul McCartney.
Not sir to you. What time is it in London right now?
Well, here
7:38.
Here it's 7:38 in London at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. 6 hours. 1:38 a.m.
Okay, so there's 6 hours ahead of us.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I thought it was 8, but
5 hours from Johnny Simo, 6 hours from us. And then it's 5:39 p.m. in Cupertino, wherever the hell Cupertino is. It's on my phone. I don't know if anybody knows where Cupertino, Cupertino, Cupertino. If anybody knows where that is in the world, please get in touch with us.
it sounds like someplace we should summer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hit us up on the Twitter or on the Insta, either or, and tell me where that is. I don't. Is that in Italy or Greece?
I'm going to bet Greece.
I know it's not in East Africa.
Again, Donnie's doing absolutely nothing except I saw him open an MGD.
Yeah, what's up with that, Donnie?
You can't look. We're over here just drowning and eating facts, and you're back there drinking a beer.
I know, it's so Rusty Wallace of you. Speaking of Rusty Wallace, NASCAR had their banquet last week. Kyle Busch is still the champion. I was kind of hoping. I thought, what if he were to perish? Does that the second runner-up move up to champion?
Move up?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to wish perishing on him.
For sake of conversation.
Yeah, I don't want to wish anything bad. By no means, if he just
Which one?
decided to get stuck on an island somewhere and stay there, it's not going to hurt my feelings any.
It was his brother that was dating the assassin, right?
Yes, the supposed assassin.
That's the best NASCAR story of the past 5 years.
Dude, and it makes me wonder about Kurt Busch himself, because I personally think he's crazier than a $13 bill.
Okay, but what if, even if just half of what he said was, even if just half of it happened, there was some crazy shit going down.
First off, well, I'm sure she didn't just come out and say, "Hi, my name's Eva, and I kill people for a living."
Well, that's why I think it may all be made up because he's still alive. Don't you think they'd off him?
Yeah, she'd be like, that motherfucker.
Yeah.
451, Donnie. 451. Yeah, she's thinking that MFer, he's been talking bad about me all over the place, so he's going to disappear. Which, to be honest with you, if that did happen, again,
prove it.
Not going to hurt my feelings too much.
Oh, yeah.
He's not my favorite guy, and he was a bitch boy all through his tenure when he was actually good. Because he was good. He can still wheel a race car.
Oh, at one time he can still drive a car, but I mean he's not what he was at one time. I think dating that assassin gave him PTSD or something. Like she said, like she was no joke, man.
I'd be driving that car as fast as I possibly could to make sure that I was out of gunshot range, which would make me a better driver. I had a piece of ice stuck in my throat. God dang it, man! That was bizarre.
I wonder what that noise was.
Yeah, it was like just. You ever take like a beach ball and take a fan and point it upwards and then hover the beach ball over the fan?
Mm-hmm.
That's what this little ball of ice was doing over my windpipe. It just kept
dancing in your
hovering.
windpipe?
Yeah, it's like trying to get it to move off or melt or something, and it was just like, nah, man, I'm good. I'm just gonna hang here and bug the shit out of you until you screw up on the podcast.
Hey, I'm on I don't even know what made this pop into my mind, but the past 2 days I've been to Walmart like 4 times. And I have yet to get, I haven't had a problem one with anybody. I had some lady randomly wish me a Merry Christmas.
What?
Well, what's going on in Walmart, man? I've never been that many times in a row and not had a problem with somebody.
Dude. Dude, sorry I had to cough.
It was good timing on Donnie's part. He saw that coming.
Yeah, he did. There was one time in Walmart where I was Christmas shopping, and in the aisles where they have like all the, I don't know what the deal is, but you go down the toy aisle. Are those aisles a little narrower than like say?
Yeah, I think I've actually read they do that on purpose, Fred. I can't remember what the reason is.
You know, the Vagisil aisle is really wide.
Wide, and they got a fan at the end of it.
Yeah, you don't have a problem. Don't have a problem passing other people getting to the Vagisil. That's not a big deal. But you know. My grandkid wants a red Power Ranger, and you can't. You could barely make 2 carts pass without touching, and that's like rubbing the shelf on each side, right?
There's no variance to be had in there.
Just millimeters.
Yeah.
Well, this lady is about 5'70", something like that. She's obviously shopping for her grandkids too, and so I'd asked her, I said, "Ma'am, can you pull your buggy over to the side a little bit? I'm going to pass you on the other side." She said, "No, I'm right where I need to be. You can just go around if you need to." Well, so I look behind me, and there's like 17 people, right?
Piling up back there, mad.
Piled up back there. And I am the rock underneath the tire of the truck that needs to go, right?
You're the keystone, man.
Yeah, well, this old lady won't get out of the way. I said, "Ma'am, I can't go around. I'm stuck." And now it looks like you're probably going to have to back out if you got to leave and go somewhere else. And she said, "Well, that's not going to happen." Okay. All right. I'm trying to keep my shit together. Compose yourself. Shanny was with me when this happened. Compose yourself. And finally, I'd had enough, and I said, "Man, pull your cart over, or I'm going to shove you." And she said,
I remember when this happened.
I will not pull my cart over. And I just took my cart and rammed it right in front of hers and started pushing. And I said, you might as well quit fighting it. You're going to fall and break an ankle. Just walk with it. I am way bigger than you, and I'm way stronger than you, and this cart is going out of this aisle.
You could have hip checked her, and it wouldn't have been as rude as what you did.
Oh, I know. And God forbid, the last thing I wanted was for her to like fall down and break a hip or an ankle or something like that. So I warned her. Yeah, I warned her ahead of time. I am bigger than you. Your cart is going out of this aisle. You might as well. Stop resisting at this point. Step out of the way. Let your cart do its thing. Let me get the hell out of here. So. Shortly after that, on her next trip to Walmart to Christmas shop, because we can't go to Walmart and do it all at once.
Oh, no.
Mm-mm. The aisles were just filled. And this was in the grocery aisle. Aisles were filled to the brim with people buying shit. I think it was crappy weather outside, and it was getting close to Christmas. So everybody was buying
double
food.
Whammy. You got a double whammy going.
Yeah, and all I needed was coffee. I mean,
oh, hell.
Yeah, just some coffee. 10:48. Just some coffee.
Sorry, Donnie.
Yeah. And there was like 30 people in that aisle. And I just kind of need these people to clear out. So I'd had quite a bit of Mexican food the day before.
You
remember this story?
Too.
And so I kind of turned side by side, and I'm just letting it go while I'm walking past these
Crop
people.
dusted everybody.
Yeah, because I can't get over to the coffee. There's 6 people at the coffee, so I just crop dust the entire aisle, and then walk back around the other aisle, which doesn't have a lot of people in it. But I walk back there, pick up a couple things I got to get down that aisle, but make it down to the end of the aisle, and then I look back at the coffee aisle. Not a soul in that aisle. Nobody. Got the coffee I needed, all that mess. And by the way, it did not smell good because I walked around that aisle. You can still smell it. But my point is, people, if you're Christmas shopping, A,
Fart.
don't be afraid of old ladies in carts because you can always overtake them. B, if there's a lot of people down the aisle and you need to get down there, just, eat like cabbage with bacon and some brown beans and cornbread the day before, and I mean just load up on it, and then go to Walmart the next day. Because ladies, don't tell me you don't fart. You toot, you pass gas or no, you fart. You guys hold it. You're so much worse than guys. Guys will let it out, and does it stink?
Wind.
Yeah, does it
break wind?
Mm-hmm. Does it? I just spit into a shot glass. Does it? The hell were we talking about?
Random ass statement you said.
I lost it.
Just spit into a shot glass.
I'm gone. I have no idea what we were talking about.
I hope that's as funny as I think it is, man.
The farting, yeah. Because ladies, men let that stuff out often. We don't try to hold it in and try to be conscious about it. We don't care.
It'll kill you.
So all you guys are doing is it's just like a tea bag in a cup of hot water. Horrible analogy, but you're going to get it anyways.
You can't tell me there's not something to be said for that part in a relationship. The chick just starts farting around you and she doesn't care.
Shandy doesn't fart.
What?
Nope. Swears to me she doesn't fart.
I
I've heard her rip some Shrekified ones in the middle of the night, laying in the bed.
When her body relaxes, when she finally goes to sleep, it's been holding that all day.
Yeah, and I've got the quotation fingers in the air, everybody. Quote, unquote, if I was sleeping, it didn't happen. Okay, I got you. It doesn't count when you're sleeping. Wait till the night.
Apparently not.
The stuff I'm going to throw at you ain't going to count either. Faux show.
Donnie just put a message up on his monitor and his wife farts.
See, that's all I want.
See?
For Shandy to just be able to lift one leg and just rip it. You're in the club.
He's probably going to get in trouble. We probably just got Donnie in trouble for bringing that up on recording. But
hey, by the way, Donnie, man, the hair looks good.
Looking fine, buddy.
Starting to get a little hair back there. It's probably going to take another year to get it to where you had it, but yeah. Yeah, Donnie's hopefully letting the mullet come back, man. There was a lot of people got pissed off that he cut that mullet. A lot of people.
Every once in a while, I run into people. I get messages on the gram. People want to know if Donnie's really going to bring the mullet back. It was popular, man. You need to quit messing around. Just make this happen.
Yeah,
well, you can get some of that stuff that you put on a horse's mane that makes it grow.
What's that stuff called?
We should get some of that, put it on his hair, see what happens.
Why do I forget all this? Well, anyways,
I feel like I just turned into Spicoli right now. Holy shit.
Well, Mr. Spicoli, we share around here. And for people who don't get that reference, it's in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and it's the part where Spicoli's in the classroom and he comes in with a pizza because he's like, this is your time and this is my time. Well, it's got to be our time, right, Mr. Hand?
Dude, and I had pizza for dinner tonight. Whoa.
Yeah, even in the green room last week, Justin and Kyle both from the Atomic Drop podcast, who we had on last one about Donnie, and even they were like, man, he needs to bring back the mullet.
See, like everybody loved it, man.
I swear to God, I want to take that one picture of him with the mullet and like blow it up into like a 16x20 and hang it on the wall of the studio.
Yeah. We talked about that. Did you tell me you didn't have a mullet ever, did you?
No.
No?
No, dude, I would get the buckle into the belt if I would have tried to grow a mullet.
Okay,
Now,
okay. So
I've had some
growing
longer
up in-
hair, but it was all kind of one length-ish longer hair, and it never touched my
yeah.
shoulders.
I kind